it's good augmenting data to what I do in this show. In that video, I had people in my comments section saying, oh, there is no evil. David is he's just trying to create negativity. Look, this cabal is poisoning your water with fluoride. They're poisoning your food with weapon systems, citric acid, refined sugar, white flour. Can't eat wheat because it's attacking your thyroid, which makes you gain weight. It's as addictive as heroin. It causes you to have depression. You can't have food that most people think is okay. If you want to be healthy, if you want to be thin, you have to spend money. It takes wealth to be thin, and poor people are now overweight because they are being given a weapons system. You have to understand, this group really does think that population is the greatest threat to life on Earth, and therefore they have to aggressively attack the population bomb by deploying these weapon systems into our food. It's one thing for me to say this to you on a show, it's on a network, it's hidden behind a paywall, it's not cable television, it's not any big corporate thing that's going out there. We're a grassroots organization. That's why I can say this and not have a gag on my face, okay? We are not under control of any organization. We decide what's going to be on this for you. Nobody has ever censored me on this show. Nobody's ever told me that I can't say something. If I want to tell you something, it goes on the show. This is what I'm telling you right now. These people do want to kill you. They're putting fluoride in the water, which is poison. I remember going to Walmart and they had a little jar of baby water and it says, contains fluoride. Like, that's this good thing. Pete Peterson, one of my insiders, was saying that fluoride and the other halides, they actually calcify your pineal gland, which is the organ that you need. It's the third eye that you need to be psychic. So when you get a calcified pineal gland, you're not going to be psychic anymore, which is actually what they want. But then they tell you, oh, you got to use fluoride toothpaste. The American Dental Association says, if you don't use fluoride toothpaste, you're going to get cavities. Well, now, I assume no medical or legal liabilities here, but I want to tell you, I've been using a health food store brand toothpaste. I'm not going to say which one because it's a product endorsement, but I've been using health food store toothpaste with no fluoride in it ever since I became, like, when I first became vegan vegetarian. I've since gone on more of a paleo diet, very high level ethical meat, but back then I was a vegan for 7 years, and ever since, I don't know, the late 1990s, I've only used health food store toothpaste and I've never had cavities. You don't need fluoride in your toothpaste. You don't need aluminum in your underarm deodorant. What is aluminum chlorohydrate? It's a toxin. What does it do? It goes right into the breast tissue. Then women get breast cancer. Surprise. This is how these things are happening. So you do not want to use normal corporate underarm deodorant. They're just trying to attack us any way they can. And this hasn't really sunk into society as a whole. But when you see people demonstrating the Templar cross, that means they worship Baphomet, which is an image of their view of Lucifer, the duality. It's got the horns. So it is Lucifer. It's the beast. Baphomet is just another name for it, okay? But what we're seeing here is it's got male and female polarity, it's got the symbols, and they're actually reenacting the original gods that they worshipped back in ancient Roman and Carthaginian times in this Templar ritual. And they're still giving these guys loose. The ETs are working behind the scenes, but when you give these guys loose, they'll do things for you. So getting back to the discussion about Queen Elizabeth, John Dee, her court astrologer, figured out how to make a